I wanted to go over a few things I didn't quite cover as much as I wanted to on the previous two episodes. The first is in the chicken a la king with the roasted red peppers. I alluded to it and I kind of mentioned it, but I didn't quite get into it. Pimentos are actually a small, squat, heart-shaped, sweet, succulent pepper. Roasted red peppers are a great substitute. They substitute straight across the board. It's also really easy to roast your own red peppers, especially if you have a gas burner. You can just roast them right over the gas burner, put them in a plastic or paper bag, let them steam, and then with a paper towel, brush off the charred skins. Please don't wash them under running water. I've heard people recommend that, and you just wash off the flavor that you just put in. So don't do that. The other I've mentioned a couple times is kosher salt. I really don't like to use iodized salt. I use the iodized salt when I boil pasta. That's the main thing I use it for. I like kosher. You can pinch the amount you want. It's a more subtle salt flavor. Iodized salt is so salty, and salt is just supposed to bring out the flavor of food. So that's why I use kosher. And then on the oatmeal, I kind of think it shows pretty well in there, but in case I didn't make it clear, because I don't think I wrote it on the recipe either, those are old-fashioned oats. Don't use instant oatmeal. And I don't think a lot of people know it. I like to toast grains and oats, all that I'm making in the cereal. I don't think a lot of people realize when you toast oatmeal, you get a nice little vanilla flavor. With the cornmeal and other wheats and things like that, you get a real nice nutty flavor. So that's part of the reason of toasting there. And then toasting the spices really brings out the flavor. And then on the steel cut or Scotch oats, those are oats before they're rolled, and they're cut into 2 or 3 pieces. They take a little longer to cook, but you get this nice nutty pop when they are cooked. So that's kind of a texture flavor thing. That's why I use those in there. I thought I'd give you a couple glimpses of some episodes that are to come as soon as they get edited and put up. I'm always working on trying to change the look and improve how the food shots come out. So if you have any ideas or suggestions, please let me know. If there's anything you'd like to see, there again, drop me a line, let me know in the comments. The beef stew episode in particular has gotten kind of out of hand, and I think it's going to be 3 episodes. I've debated back and forth on making a long episode or several small, and I think I'm going to split it up. In particular, I decided to split it up so that I can have the fry bread, which comes with it, as a separate episode, because we're going to do a lot of things with that. I think you'll really like the ideas that are coming up with that. We'll do at least 3 or 4 things with that. And it's just my little take on fry bread and some of the things you can do with it. One of the things I hope you get from my home style of cooking is that you can just experiment, you can play, you don't have to have exact measurements for everything, and you don't have to worry about if you don't have a particular ingredient, try a substitution. Cooking's so flexible and it's so easy to make substitutions. So I encourage you to get out and play with the food. Here fairly soon I'm going to try and shoot several side dishes. I have some ideas. I like to do a lot of polenta and grits. I'm going to do some things with some farro and a couple things with some rice. So those ought to be interesting things that you can use along with other meals, and quick, easy things to make to go along with meals. So hope you look forward to that. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Alright, pretty easy here. We'll just place the pepper right over the open flame. We just want it charred and blistered all over. I'll use tongs to turn it and adjust it. Sometimes I'll even take off the burner grate and hold the pepper right over the flame. It's a lot easier. Just take some time here. And then when the pepper's ready, we'll put it right into either a paper bag or a plastic bag and close it up. And let it steam till it's cool. Now that that's ready, we can just wipe it down with a dry paper towel. Doesn't take very much at all to do this. It just peels right off. Doesn't have to be perfect. I like to leave a bit of the charred bit on there for extra flavor, especially when I'm making sauces. See, that guy's looking pretty good. Okay, I'll just cut a strip off this to use to cut into slices. Scrape it down a little bit with the knife to get the last little bits off. Just remove the stem end and the seeds, and once they're steamed like this, it just pops right out. Remove a little bit more of the char there. Then once these are sliced, I can use these however I want. We could use them in the chicken a la king. I think I might use these in a roasted red pepper tartar sauce. I think that's sounding pretty good right now. There you are, roasted peppers.